Hello there, this is Roberto Matthews with a review of the Luxsure camera lens kit. This optical lens blows up your image from 4x to 12x. The reason I bought this is because on my cell phone, on most cell phones, you have digital zoom, but no real optical zoom. And I would like the convenience of having my cell phone, but the possibility of being able to uh, zoom in with little to no noise and very convenient to just be able to upload my pictures almost immediately. This kit comes packed with all of the different cases for your Android phone because that's what I use, but you could also have it for your iPhone. Here is what it looks like with the camera case, with the cell phone case, and it's a screw-on lens. This is what it looks like without it screwed on. So the case is pretty functional, except that it has a bulge. Um, uh, you can't just use it as a regular case because the little screw bulge is all, pokes out a lot. And here are a few pictures of what I took with the cell phone. So this first picture is, I would have to say, maybe about 25 feet away from this stop sign. This is just using the regular camera with no zoom. This is the camera with regular digital zoom. During the day, it's not too grainy, so it's pretty cool. This is with the attachment at 4x, so all the way zoomed out as far as you can. As you can see around the edges, there is some washout. Um, that I guess depends on the cleaning of the lens, which I didn't really do. But as you can see, the quality outside the edge of the or at the edge of the lens is a little bit blurry. This is zoomed in to 12x to the same stop sign, standing still 25 feet away. And it's pretty cool. As you can see, the outside edges are still a little bit blurry, but you get the center information. This is with the 12x plus the 4x digital zoom added. As you can see, the digital zoom doesn't add any clarity to the picture, but you can get really close if you had to. This is from 17 feet away. You can't see it, but there's a little strap with some words on it. And I wanted to see how close I can get to it. I actually measured from the words to my normal camera, and that's about 17.5 feet away. This is the zoom with this is the, I think it's the 20x zoom with my Canon power shot. So this is zoomed all the way in with my Canon power shot, very clear, no problems with the edges. This is with the 4x zoom on the, this is with the Luxsure on my phone. This is the same one zoomed all the way up to 12. And this is adding the 4x digital zoom. Of course, with all this zoom and such a small aperture, you're going to need to hold it super steady. So I also purchased a Bluetooth clicker. So I highly suggest to get it if you're going to get this lens because any movement, any slight movement, even movement when you press the shutter button will significantly damage your picture, or in other words, blur out the picture. So I made sure that I got myself a Bluetooth shutter button. This is the actual reason I bought the lens, is because I take a lot of pictures for my local school, and I wanted to be sure to be able to take pictures and transfer them quickly. Now, there are a lot of other ways to transfer, namely taking in a Wi-Fi SD card, which I have, or taking an SD card and popping it into an adapter, either a micro USB adapter for my phone or or an adapter for my iPad. And occasions, there's always an issue with the SD card not being powered. So sometimes I'll lose. Well, one time I lost some pictures because it corrupted the SD card. So I needed a different way of taking pictures so that I can send immediately the pictures. So as you can see here, this is just a picture with the cell phone, pretty clear. Then I zoomed in right here to the flowers with the 4x, and this is with the 12x. So around the edges, since I had cleaned my lens, around the edges you can see that there is no blurriness. So it's pretty good even while you're zoomed in. You have to make sure you focus, and that's a little bit of an issue because, of course, as soon as you touch the lens, it shakes all over the place. But the camera focus does a lot to compensate for the focus as you zoom in. So that's pretty cool. This is from the front, a different angle. And this is just, again, naked without the lens on my phone. And this is with the 4x lens on my phone. So zoomed out with the Luxsure. So all in all, I would have to say that it's a pretty good camera. It works really well. It can be a little grainy if you don't clean the lens. So make sure you clean the inner lens and the outer lens as soon as or right before you pop it in. I would also suggest that if you're going to be using your cell phone for things like this, either get yourself an older cell phone that you don't use anymore, or something like that, just if you're going to be using it for an extended period of time, because obviously you'd have to put your cell phone on airport mode if you're taking long video, which I will be doing. And this doesn't work obviously if you want to take a quick picture, because you'll have to screw in the lens, you have to set it up, make sure that it's on a tripod. So it's really for tripod use for long periods of time. And I also like the form factor because it looks very professional in this black with the little red highlights. It really looks like you're a semi-pro or at least a more serious photographer, and you're using your cell phone. And it's definitely a conversation piece. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the review.